Kyle here from Wealthy Affiliate. Today we're going to be talking about building out your initial website framework with the focus and emphasis on user experience. We're going to be creating our first couple of pages here on our website. So before I get into things, I just want to explain that content is the core of your business, and I don't want you to be worried about the word content and writing at this point because it's just a matter of communicating via your website as your platform for communication. So you don't have to be an expert writer by any stretch of the means to be very, very successful online. You just need to be able to communicate in the same way you're communicating with others at Wealthy Affiliate, in the same way that you email a friend. So first and foremost, we're going to be creating content and building out our website with our niche or our audience in mind, but we don't need to be expert writers to be very successful online. So I just want to emphasize that. And now we're going to be moving forward and creating our first couple of pages here on our website, starting with a theme page that's relevant to our overall website theme. We're going to be creating an About Me page, which is basically a page to introduce yourself to the audience or the traffic that's coming to your website. And this is going to create trust and relevance to you and to your website. And then we're going to be creating a privacy policy page, which is basically just a standard page that everyone needs to have on their website. So it's kind of a mindless page, and it's mainly a copy and paste, but that's what we're going to be walking you through, as it should be one of your initial pages that you have on your website. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into things, and I'm going to be showing you how to research a couple ideas for your initial page. Last thing I want you to think about the website creation process is as some sort of robotic, only one way sort of process. Is simply not that way, and your way is likely going to be the right way for building out your website. But the focus on the creation of content on your website and the building out of your, let's say, the pages and the navigation on your site needs to be centralized on the focus of your audience and your niche, and providing a quality experience there. And one thing I do before getting too far into any particular niche is I do some research on other websites and kind of see what other more established websites are doing. We can leverage this as influence on the design of our sites. We're not going to copy them exactly, but we can absolutely leverage this for influence on our site. So typically what I do is I head over to google.com, and then I'm just going to do a search in Google and see what I can come up with websites that are basically in the same niche or category that I'm in. In this case, how to lose belly fat today or fast. And I'm just going to do a quick search here, and I'm going to show you how I come up with some ideas. So the natural and most obvious way to research other websites that are in your same respective niche is to simply type in search terms that are relevant to them. And in my case, how to lose belly fat fast would be one of the more relevant search terms. And then I can go down, and what I'm kind of looking for are websites that are more affiliate style sites, not the health.coms, more like the independent sites of people. Lose belly fat, berip.info. I imagine that this is probably an affiliate site, and yeah, in fact it is. This site has lots of ads on it, but what I'm looking at here is the initial structure of their website that we can use for influence. In this case, I could use ab workouts as a menu item, inspiration gallery or testimonials, recipes, weight loss infographic, resources. So what I could go through now and is start recording ideas as to pages that I could potentially have on my website, ideas that sort of thing. I just want you to, feel that, you have, full control over your site, and you're not bound to any particular path in terms of building out your content and your menus, and you don't have to emulate anyone. You can truly be yourself and truly create your website in a way that you think is going to be best for your audience, because that is always the best way, not what someone else is doing out there. So I just want you to spend a few minutes just looking around and seeing what other websites are doing in your respective niche, because it's going to give you a lot of different ideas as to how you can build out your site. And again, don't copy them, but you can just take influence and take ideas from them. So what I would do initially is spend a few minutes, write down on a piece of paper or within a Google document or some online document creator. I'd write down a bunch of ideas as to things that I could incorporate in my site at some point, and what my menu structure might look like, and that sort of thing. And then we can leverage that as we move forward and start building out our website. So I just wanted to mention that that you can, the internet is a great resource, and the more resourceful you are, the more you're going to be able to come up with ideas. Obviously, we're not going to be copying anyone here. What we're going to do is purely influence. So now that I got that out of the way, I'm going to be getting into the creation of our first 3 pages on our website, and I'm going to be showing you how to go about doing that. So as you can see, my site is completely empty now. I have no pages, I have no posts. The first thing I'm going to want to do here is to create an initial framework, and to do this we're just going to be creating our first 3 pages, and obviously we're going to elaborate on our site as we move forward and build it out with more content and more categories, more pages, all that sort of thing. So this is just the very first steps in the creation of content on your website, and we're going to be creating 3 pages in specific. We're going to be creating a privacy policy page, an about me page, and a page that's relevant to the overall theme of your site, in this case, how to lose belly fat today. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the dashboard. I already have it open, but you can access it if you're logged in through the dashboard up here. But again, you have to be logged in to see this upper bar here. So you're going to need to log into your WordPress dashboard, which again is done through the Build My Website area within Wealthy Affiliate. I'll quickly pop that open just to add some clarity here. So head to Build My Website, and you're simply going to click the login button here. And do remember that if you ever change your admin password, this login button will no longer work. So just add some clarity there. Anyways, I'm going to head back into the dashboard here. To create pages, we're going to want to go to the pages link within the menu here, and I'm simply going to click that. And then what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to create 3 new pages. So I'm going to add 3 new pages. The first one I'm going to create is called, I'll create the About Me page first. So this is an About Me page, and it's going to be a page in which I discuss myself, my relevance to the niche, and basically give people a reason to trust me by understanding that there is a real person behind the content on the site. But we're going to be getting into that in a lot more detail in the next lesson. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create the About Me, and I'm simply going to publish it now, just for clarity's sakes. And because we're going to be creating these pages in the next lesson. I know it's empty now, but we just want to publish it and then get these the initial framework up there, and then in the next lesson we're going to be adding the actual content. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a privacy policy page, and I'm going to simply click publish there, and then I'm going to create one more page called, and then your last page, call it like the name of your website. In this case, how to lose belly fat today. So whatever the niche name of your website is, you can call it that. It's basically going to be our very first page of actual content that's relevant to our respective niche. So I chose how to lose belly fat today, and then I'll build that out at a later time, which is coming along later in the training. And then I'm simply going to publish that. So we have our initial 3 pages. If I go back and click pages here, you're going to see the 3 pages that I created: about me, how to lose belly fat today, and privacy policy. So if I head back over to my website, it should be these pages are added to your menu, and as you can see up here, about me, how to lose belly fat today, and privacy policy are now added to my website. Obviously, if I click on these, there's no content, but we're going to be building that out in the next step. But this is the initial framework, and going forward, just so you understand kind of how your website is going to operate, your posts are going to go to your homepage naturally. It says nothing found right now is because we haven't published a post yet, and you can see right now it says ready to publish your first post. So when you publish posts, they're all going to start streaming through your dashboard here or your homepage, and then the pages that you add naturally go to the menu up here. Depending on which theme you choose, it's going to be situated differently. It might be below the header here, but basically the pages are going to the menu, and posts go to the blog stream or the blog roll by default. And now we can manipulate that as we get into things and start understanding how to create our own custom menus and how to change around the navigation of our site. But at the core of it, that's how WordPress sites operate. The pages go to the menu, and the posts go to the stream that's usually on your homepage. So that's that's basically how you create pages. And it's as simple as that. If you have any questions about any of the content in this video, do let me know. We now initially have our first 3 pages here that we're going to be building out, and we're going to be moving forward with the actual content creation of our website in the next lesson here.